If you send out lots of Christmas cards, you are going to love this idea. And of course, you can use this idea for other cards too. It doesn't need to be Christmas. But today we're going to mass produce these cards. It is Karen from Stamping on the Back Porch, and let's get started. So I think this is such an elegant look because we have this pretty foil paper that we're using from the Joyful Specialty Designer Series paper. But of course, you can use anything you have. But I've chosen these two. And I've chosen the words from, let's see, Perched on a Tree, I think it is, Let Heaven and Nature Sing, because I just thought it just goes so well with this beautiful music paper. So what I'm going to do two at a time. And now I think what's interesting, I could share something else here. These are the two other papers in here, and look how pretty they'd be. So we could get double duty out of making a whole bunch more with those colors. But I'm going to start with two of these. Two of these I am going to get 8 cards out of. And I'm going to have some leftover that I will use for other, because I'm cutting 4 1/4. So this is, I want this to go this way. It is a one direction kind of paper. So I'm going to make sure it goes this way, and I'm going to cut it at 4 1/4. And then I'm going to do again at 4 1/4. I'm going to have all this left over. Now, I will use this for other part. This would be perfect 3-strip cards, do whatever. I could have cut these at 4 inches. And that would be a little shorter. I've done that before, but I like the look of it a little longer. Sometimes I've done it 4 1/2 too. So again, you can play with the measurements, but doing this way will give me, when I turn around now, I'm going to do this in 3-inch pieces, which means I will do 6, I'll cut it at 6, and then at 3. And if I were doing my whole paper pack, I'd be doing my whole paper pack first. We're just doing enough quantities to show how easy it is to take a couple pieces of paper and do this. And I'm going to do the same with these. The whole key to mass producing is to do one step at a time. So you don't go from cutting your individual pieces, making your individual cards. You just have an assembly line. Okay, so I have all of these. Now I did do, just because these are half sheets of cardstock, and this is crumb cake, I did do these, and they're all scored just for the sake of time. So I am going to fold these, and these are going to go in just sets of 2. So this is interesting. I'm going to do this set of 2 right here. This is how I do it. This is a set of 2. Here's going to be another set of 2. I actually spread these out on a table, and I do even more than this. But to just give you the idea here, I'm going to take this, and then I'm going to first put my music in the background, and then I'm going to put this on. And I'm going to go through and do a bunch of these. I keep picking up the wrong one, but it doesn't matter. Put that one there. And this just works so easily because they're the same size paper. So, okay, we'll go along and do a few more here. There will be a picture of all of the cards all put together. I think we'll do a set of 4 here. So we don't need to do the whole thing because I think you have the idea. But I will finish making them all on the blog post that has all the card template too. It will be easy to see all of the sizes there and to see how many. It's just helpful to see what you get out of just 2 sheets of paper, and then you could multiply that. Okay, so I'm going to set those aside. So now we're going back to our card. And I can see I already forgot something. I actually popped these up with dimensionals to add extra texture. These I laid flat, and it's going to be okay. Then the next thing we're going to do is do a bunch of circles. I am using the 1 3/4 inch circle. Now I started with the saying I wanted, the sentiment. I stamped that and then I figured out what circle, because it wouldn't matter what size the circle or other punch would be. So you want to go from the words you pick first. So we'll do 4 of these. And then I have my sentiment that I'm going to put on. Do all of these. And again, I would do more than 4. We're going for the idea here. And then, because that was 1 3/4, now I'm taking 2 inches to do the layered circles. So now I will put these on the backs of these. I think it's just really relaxing to sit and do a whole bunch of cards in a row that are the same, because, you know, you can be listening to music, thinking all kinds of other things. I'm often listening to a podcast or something. So it's just kind of fun. So now I have these done. So these parts are ready. And now we're going to look at this gold trim. Because it has this fancy gold foiling, I decided this gold trim was just perfect. And I don't have an exact measurement. I just took my fingers and went around it 3 times. I'm even making that up because I don't think it matters. I'm just putting around my fingers and doing that, and then looking for my scissors. Okay. So now I'm going to take this and I put just a little bit of tape on there. I'm going to take this and flip it. So this middle goes right in the middle. Let's see if I can find where that sticky part was. And I'm going to make sure that, yes, this does look, yep, that'll be big enough to show. And I think I'm going to put a little glue dot right on top of this. If I have my glue dots out here, I usually have glue dots out here. Here we go. I'm going to put this on to hold it. See if that'll hold it enough to, yeah, if it won't, I'm going to go ahead and put, okay, I'm going to go ahead and put these on. So change my mind. I'm going to attach these at the same time. Now I need my, and I kind of looked at this and thought, okay, I'm going to put 3 of these on. And then this will hold the rest down. I still put a glue dot. I like to put a glue dot right on top of that because it'll hold it here in the center. And then I'm going to put that on. And I want those kind of just showing, look how pretty that is. And then you can see I'm just going to add these little gold. So it's all just kind of very shiny and gold. So since we've re-looked at that, I'm going to put these on here. Whoop. I'm going to even take them off. So now I'll be careful because I'll be ready to put right on. And I will do a whole bunch. Now I kind of cover the table. I use a bigger space than this if I'm doing quantity. And so I can just have everything laid right out as I need it. Okay, so I have the next 3 ready. Then I'm going to just work on these. So I'm going to do my 1, 2, 3. Scissors, where do they always end up going? I'll take my next one. I'll just move that aside and flip it. Just add a little tape to hold it. That's going to be held right there. I'm going to add a glue dot on top. I could be using ribbon and other things here too. I mean, oh, well, it would help if I actually picked it up. Okay, and then, oh, well, okay, we're gonna decide we don't need that step because that was just way too much work. Okay, I have the next one on, so do the next without, but I just think, so you see, we're making it easier because I'm just cutting out the pieces that don't work, the steps that don't work. So we'll do another one. Just basically go with 3. Add my little tape. Twist this. I twist it because it helps hold it in there, and it just kind of makes it look pretty coming out, I think, that way. And then I'm going to put this on. Oh, much easier without the other step. Look how quick this is. So I'm just going to finish. I'll do my last one for right now with this. So I'll do the 3. Add the tape. So I think when you watch me do this, you can visualize all kinds of, this I'm doing for Christmas because a lot of us do marathon Christmas cards. But I could be doing these for birthdays, thank yous, for doing a bunch of thank yous. It's just a great card layout. And then all we have left to do is add the little gems. And the gems that I added are they're that adhesive-backed sparkle gems. And I just thought they were just the right little addition. And then you've got all this. You could go for brighter colors, do all kinds of things. So enjoy that layout. And this was the 3rd week of Christmas, by the way, if you didn't catch that. So